What we have to think now is about the final. And we have nothing to lose. It's massive. I believe that we don't have to think about in the next year or following year. I believe that we have a big chance now next week. And the boys, I believe that they are ready. They are ready. This generation are ready. And I believe that we have a big chance next week. And therefore, these boys, they are going to deliver.
People were doubting that team. At times, I have to say, 3 to 4 years ago, I was asking, where is that team going? I think it was the right thing, to ask yourself where that team was going. Well, we have an answer. Those guys, if they manage to win it, and it is a massive if, because we know what's coming on the other side. Again, you're going to have to call them the unforgettables. I'm not going to care about how we play or not play. It's about winning it.
Arsenal currently possess the most solid shield in this season's Champions League. Defensive strength doesn't mean passive defending. For Arsenal, it is a subtle art of hidden attacking. And to measure its destructive power, just look at the guns on the other side of the battlefield. PSG have arrived in Budapest with the most terrifying attacking force on the continent. Ferocious, passionate, and unpredictable, led by the trio of Kvaratskhelia, Dembele, and Dewey. The clearest proof is still fresh. The 6 devastating goals they fired past Bayern Munich across 2 horrifying semi-final legs. But the real tragedy lies in the opposite direction. PSG themselves had to pick the ball out of their net 5 times in those 180 minutes. Their defense, despite the presence of Marquinhos and Pacho, has never been an impregnable fortress. Beneath that shiny armor lie fatal weaknesses, areas where they are easily hurt, and can collapse against swift counterattacks or ice-cold set pieces. But Arsenal are an entirely different reality. At the heart of their defense stands William Saliba, towering as the best center-back on the planet right now. Fact beyond debate, when both cold statistics and the highest individual honors have bowed in acknowledgement. Beside him is Gabriel Magalhaes, a true warrior who plays with ruthless passion, tormenting and breaking the will of every opposing striker. Guarding the goal behind them is David Raya, the man who has just completed a historic Golden Glove hat trick in the Premier League. The indictment against every European attack is clear. Just 26 goals conceded and 19 clean sheets. Unprecedented records in the world's toughest league. Kvaratskhelia will certainly have the ball in Budapest. That artist always knows how to find space. But Saliba will be there, tall, nice, cold. A man with no concepts of fear against anyone. Possess devastating firepower, but Arsenal hold a state-of-the-art defensive structure. And when a raging storm crashes into a solid landmass, the sturdy architecture is always the last one standing. Moreover, Arsenal are hiding an ultimate secret weapon. One ready to turn PSG's proudly high defensive line into their own graveyard. Next is the weapon that many teams have feared this season when facing Arsenal. Set pieces. A name without a shirt number. A completely anonymous face in the crowd, but one who could be the ultimate decider of Arsenal's. Nicolas Jover, the architect of dead ball situations. This season, the London Gunners have scored a staggering 35 goals from set pieces. An unprecedented record that challenges every giant in Europe's top 5 leagues over the past decade. That insane number has never been the product of luck. It is the moment when cutting-edge science is weaponized on the green pitch. Can all agree that they are definitely going to try and score from a corner kick? Arsenal now tying their own Premier League record for goals from corner kicks. You know, it's part of the football.
You have already faced 4 Premier League teams in the Champions League this season. Liverpool, Chelsea, Newcastle, Spurs, and you haven't lost. And it's another one in the final. You face Arsenal. I think you quite like playing Premier League teams, Luis?
It's going to be different in a final. But anyway, Mikel Arteta, they did it great and they deserve to go through the final. They are doing, they have been performing the whole season at a high level. They were unbelievable during the whole season, but it's a final. They want to win it. I think it's going to be they are first, and we want to continue with making history in Paris, and to making history we need to win the second one in a row.
But set pieces, after all, are only one piece of the puzzle. The ultimate weapon that will decide the fate of the throne tonight lies on an even fiercer battlefield. Arsenal once crushed Bayern Munich 3-1 with 2 goals from the substitutes bench. Arteta even left Saka, Rice and Ease on the bench in a UCL knockout match. And the Gunners still cruise to a comfortable victory. PSG simply do not have that kind of luxurious squad depth. In a suffocating 90-minute final, when legs are exhausted after a grueling season, the difference from the bench is what decides the throne. To be honest, PSG are the favorites. Bookmakers have them at 57-43. And I understand why. They are the defending champions. However, Opta's supercomputer, after 10,000 simulations of this final, has produced a reverse scenario. Arsenal are given a 55.7% chance of winning compared to PSG's 44.3%. And when you break down the data, Opta's prediction is not surprising at all. Even those backing PSG must admit that Arsenal fully deserve to be here. But that is only the surface of the story. The part no algorithm or number can measure is this: PSG crave history, while Arsenal are fighting for belief. For Arsenal, the night of May 30th is the destination that an entire generation of players, coaches and millions of fans have bled to build over many years. This is their first Champions League final since 2006, the end of a curse of never touching the silverware in 138 years of club history. And they arrive here just 9 days after shattering a 22-year Premier League title drought. That raging energy is something money cannot buy, coaching cannot manufacture, and no bookmaker can price. But when looking back at everything we dissected, the most solid defense in this UCL season, an unprecedented 14-game unbeaten run in the competition's 71-year history, an unstoppable set-piece machine, and a squad depth capable of changing the fate of the match from the bench. Especially the energy of a collective that has just ended 22 years of Premier League domination, and now stands on the threshold of history for an entire generation. All the signs point to one king. Arsenal are not coming to Budapest for a stroll. Arsenal are coming to Budapest to write the final chapter of their great story. And when Bukayo Saka lifts that silver trophy, it will not simply be Arsenal's Champions League title. It will be a resounding affirmation that patience, perseverance, and an indomitable spirit will always be justly rewarded in the end. May 30th, 2026, Puskás Aréna, Budapest, PSG vs Arsenal. Budapest is ready. Arsenal is ready. If you enjoy our video, don't forget to hit like to help this video reach to other football lovers, and hit the subscribe button to follow for more interesting videos about football stories. See you in the next video.